Hey, Steve Mignani here, and this is the muscle car crawl. Kind of like the junkyard crawl, but not junk. This is an actual 1965 Shelby GT350 Mustang, one of 562 made in 1965. We're at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts, and let's take a look underneath the 65 GT350 to show just some of the places where the drivetrain was fortified by the folks at Shelby. First up, the oil pan. This is a beautiful cast aluminum pan, just about 7 quarts capacity. Stock Mustang pan was a stamped steel piece. Well, this with the fins and the Cobra logo was designed by Peter Brock, who was a Shelby employee. And again, the T shape on this keeps the oil down low, so going around corners, it won't slosh up into the crankcase and starve the pickup. So again, all 65 GT350s have this beautiful cast aluminum oil pan. These are made by a company called Buddy Bar Casting in Southern California, and it's correct and very, very real. Speaking of aluminum, while 65 4-speed Mustangs K-codes came from the San Jose factory with a cast iron Ford top loader, all Shelby GT350s got an aluminum case, GM or Borg Warner T10. This tranny right here. And the crazy thing is, these 65 GT350s all came from Ford's San Jose Mustang plant. And at the plant, they actually set aside 562 aluminum case T10 Borg Warners. So when the cars came through, they got this special aluminum case transmission. Again, instead of the cast iron top loader 4-speed seen in a lesser K-code Mustang 4-speed. Another detail, of course, are these Cyclone Headers, tri-Y design, replacing the high flow cast iron manifolds seen on a 271 horse K-code 289, but these are factory items. These have been powder coated, but they feed into the dual exhaust system. And check this out, 1965 glass packs, no full-size mufflers, and these feed out the side of the car with these side pipes. And the crazy part is, all 562 65 GT350s got side pipes. And we look here, we can even see where Shelby came up with a welded on flange to support the rubber biscuit to keep the side pipe located. And again, standard GT Mustangs, A-code or K-code, would have had big canister mufflers under the floor, but not the GT350s. Now, 1966, these went away because they were illegal in a lot of states and they were pretty darn loud. Another detail seen under the Shelby GT350 is a driveshaft safety loop, this thing right here. Now, it doesn't look like much more than a piece of scrap steel bent to the job and then bolted to these seatbelt anchors, and that's exactly what it is. It's just a piece of steel bent, but that is correct on your 65 GT350 Mustang. Another detail seen on K-code Mustangs, 289 4-barrel, 271 horse, and Shelby's is the 9-inch rear axle. Now, this was used generally in 1957 up full-sized cars, station wagons, Rancheros, not an El Camino, that's a Chevy, but this is the 9-inch Ford rear axle. Most V8 Mustangs, the C codes came with, and the A codes in many cases came with an 8-inch rear axle. Looks similar, but has a smaller ring gear. But again, this is the 9-inch rear axle found in 1965 GT350s. Inside of this is a 389-to-1 ratio with a Detroit locker differential, and that's again standard issue. 1966, the Shelby GT350 was decontented quite a bit to make it more user-friendly. The Detroit locker rear axle went away because one thing about this is in wet weather, both tires lock up, and that's a great thing if you're going straight. But on snow or liquid, you can quite often find the tail of the car getting slidey and sideways because both tires turn at the same speed. The differential action is not present in a Detroit locker, but hats off to Shelby for going all the way and putting a 9-inch Detroit locker with 389 gears in every one of the 562 GT350 Mustangs built in 1965. And this is one of them. It's a beautiful car, and it's right here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts. Now, we're going to continue this video series in a second with a look at the front and rear suspension upgrades that were done on the 65 GT350s and what made them different from regular A-code and C-code Mustangs of 1965. So stick around for that one. And if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe to the Steve Mignani YouTube channel.